It's the Pinkie the Pig Show. Okay, it's me. It's Pinkie the Pig. It's time for a show. Thank you for listening to the Pinkie the Pig Podcast Show, where you can listen, laugh, and learn with an oink and a moo. And I'm here with my excellent friend, Mildred the Moo Cow. How's Pinkie today? I'm doing so happy, nice. Oh, good. How are you, Mildred? I'm doing so happy, nice. Yeah, that's a good way to be. Yeah. So what's going on? Well, yesterday, we went to the store. Right. And we're coming home. Well, the road, they were working on the road, so we had to go a different way. We had to detour. Oh, you had to take an alternate route. Yeah, we had to take an alternate route. We had to go a different way. Right. So I went this way. I had never been this way before. So we come around this one corner. And then here's this house with a big lawn. And on the lawn, I'm not kidding you, Mildred, there were 2 big plastic pink birds. Oh, the pink flamingos? Yeah, he had a pink flamingo birds. I got to tell you, it was kind of goofy looking. They didn't even make any sense. They're out there. I don't get it, Mildred. Well, it's just a personal choice if you want to put those out on your lawn or not. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Pink flamingos, they live in the tropics. They don't live around where we live. It was goofy looking, I'm telling you. Farmer Tommy thought it was ridiculous. He did. Yeah. And then Lady Lynette saw, now, Thomas, if they want to put the pink flamingos as an art statement, that's their prerogative. Well, that's true. Yeah, I kind of took this side of Farmer Tommy. They were goofy looking. Yeah. I mean, first of all, they're made out of plastic. They look so fake. And then they got these long, skinny legs. The knee goes backwards on a flamingo. Well, it's not backwards for the flamingo. Yeah, okay, but anyway. Okay, well, whatever. I'm trying to have an open mind. Well, people have been putting lawn ornaments on their property. That goes back to, ancient Greece. They would decorate their gardens with statues. They were not made out of plastic. Right. Well, and then there's the little gnomes. Oh, yeah, spelled with a G, gnome, but you don't pronounce the G. Yeah, that's right. They're those little creatures, and they're mythological. Right, and people have statues of those. Yeah, they go back to what? Like the 16th century. Yeah, those are kind of cute. They don't look quite so fake as the flamingo. Yeah, right, and the gnome it's kind of connected to literature and fantasy, about like a creature that lives underground, and they write these stories, and it's said that the gnome guards the treasures of the earth. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I still think the pink birds look they're kind of tacky. Yeah, well, that's what happened here's the thing. They first appeared in 1957. There was this man who was fresh out of art school, and he worked for this company in Massachusetts. And there's a town in Massachusetts called Leominster, and it's considered the plastic capital of the world. So he was hired by this plastic company called Union Products. And he made like 100 different statues over the time, because this is, plastic is like really big now. Yeah, well, plastic was invented in 1907. We did a podcast on that. Right, but this is when the garden ornaments started to, take
take off. I mean, before that, they were made out of concrete in the 1930s. But in 1956, this became all the rage. And he made an ornament called Charlie the Duck.
Charlie the Duck out of plastic?
Right. And it actually outsold the flamingo for decades.
No, decades, 10 years.
Right. So this man, his name was Don Featherstone.
Okay.
And he created the duck and then the flamingo. And it took, and he did that in 1956. 1957, he did the flamingo. And it wasn't until 1987 that the lawn ornaments, the plastics for the lawn, the one of the flamingo, that actually caught on. And the governor of Massachusetts, he declared that the pink flamingo was an essential contribution to folk art.
Oh, brother.
But when the pink flamingos first came out on the market, they sold for $2.76 for the pair.
That's a cheap bird.
Right. And like you say, people kind of connected it with being tacky and low class, and it kind of got a bad rap, and it kind of dwindled away. But then in 1998, it made a comeback, and actually the Museum of Contemporary Art in Los Angeles in 1998, they sold a pair of the pink flamingo plastic set in their bookstore for $19 a set.
Yeah, okay, that's fun. If that's what you want to put on your lawn, that's your prerogative. Personally, no. I'd rather put a scarecrow out there. I mean, at least the scarecrow is going to chase the birds away from keep them off the corn and out of the vegetable garden.
Right.
We did a podcast on The Wizard of Oz, with the scarecrow.
Right.
What episode was that, Mildred?
That was episode 24.
And we invite our listeners to go back to previous episodes. Just scroll through the titles and click on the one that suits your fancy.
Right. You can listen to any episode at any time.
Yeah.
Right. And actually, there is a Pink Flamingo Day once a year. It's June 23rd.
Yeah, we missed the boat on that one.
That's your woodpecker.
Yeah.
But, the pink flamingo is very famous as far as lots of restaurants and hotels, bars, casinos. They're named after the pink flamingo.
Yeah, it's catchy. It's cute. Whatever. It's not my cup of tea, though.
Okay.
And Farmer Tommy said that the pink flamingos that in the United States that live in Florida, and, they stand on one leg, pretty cute.
Right. They tuck the one leg under. Keeps them warm that way.
Really? That's why they do it?
That's part of it. They rest each leg.
Yeah, he says there's actually more plastic flamingos than there are wild flamingos.
Yeah, I believe it.
And Farmer Tommy also said that the reason they're pink is because of their diet, what they eat, the algae and the stuff, and they eat a lot of shrimp, and that makes them pink.
Oh, you are what you eat.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Okay.
Because I'm pink.
I get it.
So do you have a poem or something?
Well, we have a couple of little flamingo quotes here.
Okay, yes, please.
All right, here we have, always look on the pink side of life.
Yeah, I like that one.
You are perfect the way you are.
Yeah.
Why fit in when you were born to stand out?
Oh, Dr. Seuss said that one.
Oh, very good. Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Be a flamingo, stand tall, and be fabulous.
Yeah. Well, see, now I'm starting to like the whole flamingo attitude because you just stand out, you be who you are, and if people don't like you, that's their problem, baby.
Ah, see? Now you're getting it.
Yeah, you can make a statement if you want. Okay. You see, it just took me a little while. I've warmed up to the pink flamingo now.
Okay, good.
All right, Mildred, I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.